Welcome to Future Flushing. I'm Vito Calisi. With me is Jonathan Barron. We're at the Mets minor league facility in Port St. Lucie on a very humid, I would say rainforest cafe-like kind of day.
I'm dry. I don't know.
Well, good for you. We were with Colin before. I felt good about myself because Colin Houck was also sweating, and that made me feel better about myself. AJ Ewing right next to me is not sweating whatsoever, and you're wearing a hoodie.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, not yet. We were in air conditioning.
But AJ Ewing, you're following in the footsteps of another famous New York athlete who wear orange and blue named Ewing, Patrick Ewing. What did you know about Patrick Ewing?
Great basketball player, great New York athlete. Yeah.
You're familiar with him from Space Jam, right?
Actually, I haven't seen Space Jam.
Not even 2? Not even Space Jam 2 with LeBron?
We might have watched that in like one of my English classes one time.
What?
You've never seen Space Jam. You're familiar with Space Jam, though, right?
I am, yeah.
But you've never seen Space Jam.
I think we did like in my English class one time. My English class was loose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna have to correct this. We're gonna have to write this wrong. This is a generational thing.
Well, let's bring it back to baseball. Let's talk about the day you got drafted by the New York Mets.
Yeah.
Tell us what that day was like. You wake up. What are you eating? What's that moment like where you find out you're going to the New York Mets?
Yeah. So I woke up. I knew that day 2 was my day. So I woke up. I was a little nervous just because you never really know what's going into it. And so I got the name called. My coaches were there. My close friends. That was just like start of a dream coming true. Starting this process, starting this journey to get there. And yeah, it was some emotions poured out. But yeah, draft process was awesome.
And after that, obviously, you wind up signing with the Mets. How easy or difficult was the decision to forego your college commitment and sign with New York?
For me, growing up, I never dreamed to be a college baseball player. I dreamed to be a professional baseball player. So, knew the opportunity was there. I was like, I want to get going early. I want to get in this type of schedule and mindset early. And so, yeah, it wasn't too terrible hard of a decision for me.
And you go to signing day over at Citi Field, and seems like you made 2 new best friends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Colin and Boston, those are my guys. We hang out here all the time, chilling in the rooms, going bowling and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a great time.
Duffy's?
Duffy's, yeah, we did go to Duffy's. We watched a MMA fight there. That was a fun night. But yeah.
So the three of you have kind of obviously come here together. You go from playing high school ball, the draft, and then you join the FCL Mets, who were having a great season, and you guys kind of infuse it with a little bit more talent. What kind of experience was it for you to get your feet wet playing pro ball? And you were great at on-base percentage, over 500 in your games with the FCL Mets. So what was that whole experience like?
It's the same game you've been playing. Just everyone here deserves to be here. Everyone has great tools, everything like that. Everyone hits the ball hard, throws the ball hard. Mm-hmm. Biggest difference for me is there's no easy at-bats. Baseball's already hard enough, but when guys are throwing 90, spinning 300, 3,000 RPM sliders at you, it's a different ball game.
So I just want to put in perspective for listeners of the show of how young you are. You're obviously a high school graduate. How close was the day you showed up for baseball to your high school prom?
Probably roughly about 3 months separation there.
Where were you 3 months after your high school prom?
I don't even know where I was.
Not even enough time for after prom, probably.
Yeah.
Now, we hear you're a big Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Huge Swiftie.
Did you go to Eras?
I did. Yep.
Where'd you see her?
Bengal Stadium, Paul Brown.
Okay. Was that your first time seeing Taylor Swift?
It was, yeah.
Was it everything you wanted?
It was everything I wanted and more, for sure.
What was the song? What was the one where you were like, yes?
Oh, Enchanted.
Okay.
I don't know that one.
What was her? Were you hyped on her surprise song that night?
Yeah. Other people were more excited than me. I wasn't someone that yelled and screamed the whole time because, how Taylor Swift concerts can be.
I've seen some TikTok videos of,
oh, yeah.
People just falling over, healing over when they hear the start of a new song. So I don't really know I'm not really down with the whole Swiftie thing. I don't know if.
Wow.
She's I like her.
This guy.
But I
I
wasn't dropping $400 to go see her at MetLife when she was in New York. So what's your Mount Rushmore of Taylor Swift songs then as the authority on this sort of thing?
Romeo and Juliet's got to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
Enchanted is my number one for sure. But those are my 2 main.
You got 2 others that are if you hear them, you're just, little goosebump action.
Little goosebumps action. Those are just my 2 main ones.
You could be the baseball face of Taylor Swift fans.
Oh my goodness.
Now, another thing we have seen that you like, and we've heard from multiple people here, your favorite food is Chipotle.
Without a doubt.
How often do you eat Chipotle?
When I'm back home, it's an everyday thing. My roommate doesn't like it as much as me, so I've been been away from a little bit, starting to get a little homesick from Chipotle.
You mean
but-
Colin Houck does not like Chipotle?
Yeah, I mean he
Wow.
likes it, just not as much as me.
All right, so what's the order? You walk in. Is it the same thing every time? Do you change it up every now and again and maybe keep the taste buds off balance? Like, what are we doing when we're getting Chipotle?
People think I'm crazy for my order because it's like really simple and like
Okay.
not a lot to it. It's literally just like both rices.
Yes.
Both rices. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I said yeah, but I was thinking both beans. I've never heard both rices.
Both rices, white and brown rice.
Interesting.
Double serving too. And
Of
then-
rice.
So
Yeah.
one whole serving, one whole serving.
Yeah. Put it in a bowl, and then you got steak and chicken.
Double, right?
This isn't a plain order.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think this is a plain order.
Okay, but it's like no guac, no sour cream. It's just cheese on top, and then
Okay.
like I'll put a little hot sauce in it.
the
Fajita-
Chipotle
Shake
hot
it up.
sauce.
Oh yeah.
What about fajita peppers?
Nah, none of that.
So we're talking just rice.
No, brown rice and white rice.
double
Don't
rice.
say just rice.
Sorry, you're right. Wrong word. A lot of protein.
A lot of protein.
You're hitting your macros.
Oh yeah.
Sprinkle and cheese. No pico.
No
No
pico.
guac. No
No.
sour cream.
The
No,
wor-
no lettuce.
The worst thing for me is like when I get a bowl and then like it has some tomatoes and pico, and I'm like, it just ruins it for me. I'm
You
just
don't like
not. It's not.
tomatoes.
Not my thing.
I don't either, dude.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. I like a marinara sauce. I like a red sauce. I don't like tomatoes by themselves.
Yeah. My biggest thing is like when people get burgers, like they put all the toppings on it.
Yeah.
They're like, I got a burger to taste the burger. Not
Dude,
don't-
I love that.
Yeah.
I don't
You're a
like-
meat guy. You're a
Yeah.
meat guy through and
Huge.
through.
when people
yeah.
throw ketchup all over a burger, I'm like, you're just making it taste like ketchup at that point.
Right.
Now, I heard that you have a special speaker.
Oh yeah. It's called the Guac and Roll Chipotle speaker.
How'd you get a Chipotle speaker?
So at one of our high school lifts, some guy on our team works there, and he brought him in one day. Just had like 20 Chipotle speakers, brought him in. Yeah, it was wild. Everyone like flocked on him, grabbed one. I was the first one in there, grabbed it, put it in the bag, concealed.
Now,
put
do
it on.
you listen to your Taylor Swift songs through the speaker, the Chipotle speaker? Because that's like AJ Ewing's, sounds like two favorite things clashing and really just becoming one.
I haven't tried that out yet, but you just gave me the idea. So when I get home,
Well, you
like,
gave me the idea to get both rices. So.
I want
yeah.
you to go home. I want you to listen to All Too Well, Taylor's version, the 10-minute version.
okay.
I want you to eat Chipotle, both rices, both meats, all the fixings that you like while listening to your Chipotle speaker. Maybe play MLB The Show.
Oh yeah, MLB The Show, huge fan.
Now, we know you and Colin play together. You guys
Yeah.
are roommates. We asked Colin for a story about you. He told us that he had a PlayStation 5, and then you got inspired to buy a PS5, and then
Yeah.
Boston Barrow got inspired to buy a PS5. We want you to tell us the story about Colin and his roommates. I mean, you know that only roommates would know about each other.
Okay. We're in love with this video game called Elden Ring, and
Okay.
and it's like the nerdiest game you can possibly play. Like it's like there's like dragons you fight and like huge giants, but I mean that's like no one would know that except me that he does that.
He's into the nerdy games.
Yeah, but I am too. Like we both play it.
All right.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
guys seem like smart dudes, so it makes
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Now let's talk about a little bit of baseball more. What's been your experience at the Mets player development site?
It's been awesome. I wasn't really someone that was like I didn't have a hitting instructor or anything. So like that's my first time being around like guys really working and tweaking with my swing, and honestly like it's helped a lot. You know, like the development here is definitely something that I've wanted like my whole life. You know, just putting on weight and like getting my swing dialed and stuff like that.
So Mets fans have learned a lot about you if they've listened to this interview so far, about your favorite foods, what music you like to eat, listen to. What am I saying?
Music you like to eat?
Yeah, we're getting crossed up here. But what do you tell Mets fans about AJ Ewing, the ball player? What should fans know about you and your game in particular?
You know, I'm a grinder. You know, everywhere I'm at, I want to be the best player on the field. You know, I'm aggressive. I like to steal bags. You know, I think I got more pop than like what my size would show you. But I mean, yeah, sneaky pop is what I call it.
And it's a big offseason for you as you head into your first offseason of pro ball. What are some of your goals for this offseason?
Obviously, be more of a presence in the box. You know, like put on that mass. You know, stay through the ball more so I can work gap to gap, pretty consistent, and just like put on the weight while staying athletic, lean and fast and quick.
Now, final question. We ask every guy this question. When you make your debut at Citi Field, what song are you going to come out to?
Oh, that's a tough question because like you can't go rap. You know,
You could.
You could. A lot of guys
I've
come
seen
out
it
to
done before.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something like Careless Whisper. You know what I mean?
Yo, fire.
Careless
George
Whisper.
Michael, huh?
Oh yeah.
I saw George Michael in concert.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Not in like the 80s. I'm only 30.
Yeah.
I mean, you just looked at me like, whoa.
Careless whisper. That's impressive for a young
Yeah,
young lad like yourself to go old school like
It's
that.
a TikTok
Lad.
song, dude.
My stepdad has been calling me lad since I was like 3 years old.
Really?
5 years old.
Is he
Yeah.
English?
I think a little bit German.
Okay.
All right. I mean, that's irony right there.
Yeah.
I don't know where I even pulled the word lad from, but it
Yeah.
just happened. So
I'm lad. My mom is doll, and then my older brother's big lad.
big lad.
Yeah, we're all lads.
All right. Well, lad, thanks for doing this. Best of luck this offseason, and we look forward to seeing you at Citi Field soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.